In this video, I want to address something that I keep turning away from and that I keep failing at, kind of, and it is watercolor. I'm really not a fan of watercolor, of my watercolor. I'm a huge fan of other people's artists' watercolors, and I just want to learn it so bad, but I haven't been successful at all. Also in my recent videos, if you've seen them, you saw me miserably fail. I have the sketchbook, but I don't think it's the right paper, and I was on the search today for the right paper. Can you hear me? Can you see me? We're gonna find some watercolor paper in this mess. I don't think you can even see the mess, but it's a mess. I have to clean this. One video will just be like me cleaning this. All my unfinished paintings looking at me right now. Okay, so I have this paper, but I don't think it's good for watercolor. We're gonna take this out and just see if it works. Also, I have to find a kind of palette, but I've been thinking about using an old plate. That could work. I think this is an actual watercolor. Is it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's use this one. This is also a good size. I think I'll start with half. That was easier than I thought. Now we put the bass back. Let's find some good brushes out of this. Okay, I think I found some good materials to work with, and I also have the reference already, so when I come back later, we're gonna get right to work. Yeah, so I found some paper that I have right here. It's Lana paper. I don't really own that brand a lot, but I have this paper from ages ago, and it seems good for watercolor because it has that texture, but I believe it's not watercolor paper. So we'll just try it out. I have a second option. The paper that I found at first, that's my second option. I also found these brushes, which were kept soft. Usually my brushes are really hard and crusty from the oil paint, if you know what I mean. So those are just my best bets. Okay, so I got a nice glass of water and a plate. I mean, you could watch this still, right? How much paper do I even... Oh yeah, 2 sheets. So, yeah. I hope... Maybe I'll go to the art store. Let's just divide this into 2. Okay, so they start with a big brush and then like undercolor. So I'm gonna, I think, do pink or like a light yellow. Let me see. It's working great with this plate, so if you ever need a palette, just use an old plate. I'm going to watch a little bit more of watercolor painting processes right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's way past my bedtime, and here's the final result. I know it's not a full painting, it's more like just a portrait and a little bit off the font. I wanted to do a full painting, but then I realized quickly that, you know, I'm really struggling with this. So I found out that this is not watercolor paper, which was to be foreseen, but I really like the result. Not the background and not the hair, but the face is okay, and I definitely improved from the last time I used watercolors, and it will just get better day to day now. So I'll see you tomorrow with a new idea and a new watercolor painting. Hello, we're back with day 2 of the watercolor journey, and excuse this, we just have to deal with it today. I don't want to deal with it too, but we just have to. We're doing another portrait today because I want to improve of what I did yesterday. We still have it right here. And I really thought about going to the art store today, but I will just wait for the weekend. If I still need watercolor paper, then I will go to the art store. And that would be such a fun trip. That's what we did yesterday. It's okay. I really want to do dark hair, so I found a reference that accompanies that. Okay, believe me or not, but I'm really terrified of messing anything up. So I'm just gonna put that problem on future me. I think this is gorgeous right now, as it is. But clearly I wanna do more in the painting. So I have to commit to it. I saw if you revive like a dry watercolor painting, you have to put a layer of water on it first and then be very slow with it. So we're gonna try that. Okay, so I think I'm done for today, and I'm gonna show you a close-up of the final result of today. It's not the final result, but I'm so sad that I didn't get done today. What I realized though, some things that I want to tell you about is, first of all, why would a color pencil drawing or even an oil painting take me days, hours, and a watercolor painting would take me less? I thought, oh, a watercolor painting is gonna be so much quicker and I'm gonna be so much quicker. No, you have to put in the same detail, same precision. You have to work slow and with layers than color pencil and oil painting. Kind of work the same. And what I did wrong in the first one, or not wrong, I mean, it still looks good, but what I did wrong for myself is work very fast and work rushed. And I think with all art, for me, you can't work rushed. You can't finish something rushed or with the intention of finishing something in a day. If I would have the free time, maybe yes, but I don't. I don't have the free time for it. So I just take my free time and work more days on it. That's why I wanted to make this video a one painting a day kind of thing, but I realized that that's not possible because I won't get the results that I want and that I aim for, kind of a thing. I think the colors really pop. I think you have to work really with layers. I know I looked at videos before I filmed this whole video, and I looked at videos and they did put layers, but why didn't I think of, well, yeah, I just feel like I didn't do enough. I'm comparing them now. I didn't do enough layers. What I also realized within the layers is that, okay, it's called watercolor. You have to work with a lot of water. Water makes it really smooth. That's what I didn't do. Well, I kind of let the water flow uncontrollably here, but you can really control what you put down and where you put it down and where it flows if you just put the water in those areas. That's what I realized. Okay, I feel like I just ruined the painting a little bit. Um, that happens when you don't work with watercolor paper. It started bleeding, and the doll back here looks kind of creepy now. It started bleeding out of the eyes that I was trying to paint, and the other doll just looks completely normal, which is kind of funny. Um, I don't know what to do. I think I'll continue, and then it already looks a bit creepy with her expression and stuff. So maybe I'll add to it. It started bleeding because the structure of the paper was like kind of disintegrating because I was putting so much water when I was going over the face, the actual face. Um, like I was pushing it towards the doll always, and it dried and it broke up the paper a bit. It's so much to learn about watercolor, I feel like. More than I had to learn about oil paints and color pencil, because you just kind of go. And when you go and you make a mistake, you can put white over it. Well, not with color pencil, but with color pencil, you're really careful. But with water is like, it flows everywhere. And if you make a mistake, you can't cover it with white. It will look terrible. So you have to be really, really careful, work with a lot of water, but then you just saw what happened there. Um, I'm back at my parents and I have a hiccup right now. Today was a really long day, and I just kind of wanna talk about watercolor in a sense. Okay, so talking about watercolor, the first thing that I will say, because I experienced it yesterday, is that you need watercolor paper. I think it is preferably cotton, 100% cotton or something. I doubt that I will get that tomorrow, but non-watercolor paper will just crinkle up like this and also bleed. You only really need two brushes. You need one large surface brush where you can like cover a big part of the paper, and one detail brush. While I was doing my practices, I found out that you're not getting really any more white than you have already on your paper. So yeah, preserve the white of the paper from the beginning for the highlights. Otherwise you won't get it back. You have to work in layers. So even if you have a dark color, I don't have my painting right now. So even if you have the dark color, here I went right in. You see this? Here I went right in with the dark color. But it's much nicer and it gives a much softer finish if you layer it and build the color up. Also, if you work in one area, especially if it's wet too much, it will destroy the paper. That's what I also found out yesterday. It will give like this muddy finish and will destroy the paper. So be very careful with working in one area too much. He always wants me to scratch his butt. Can you tell that I'm tired? I just took a nap. We have to do everything a bit different today. Usually today's my editing and uploading day, but I think I'll not make it because I want to try some stuff out with y'all. I wanted to show you, because I never did, what I got at the art store. So we're gonna got watercolor paper, and it's only like 20 sheets, and it was really expensive, but we will test it out, see how watercolor paper is really different, and learn from it. I found this. It's a masking marker, and you can just put like masking on it, and then you can peel it off afterwards, and then you have really white spots. Not related to watercolor. I got gesso. So I don't pre-prime or pre-coat or do anything to my, I don't stretch my canvases, I don't do anything to them. But I thought I would start, if it's one thing, I would start with gesso because it makes it really smooth to paint on. So other than that, we're gonna try out our new paper right now, I think in this size because I wanna do a portrait again. Let's try this. What if it's just gonna stay blue? Am I doing this right? I'm going to do a bit of here. Okay, the review on the paper. I think it's great. I think it's watercolor paper and I think it's doing a good job. I don't really know if I want to lift it right now. I'm really excited to peel off the little masking tape pencil that we put on there to see if it really worked. But right now the paper looks really good. I feel like I worked with too much color on this one, but also the other one, the other painting that I did took me like 3 days to make. So yeah, my tips, I think I put that into my tips, where like not rushing it and stuff like that. So I will not rush this one either. Hello to literally 1 day later of not filming anything, and I just wanted to come on here and show you the final result. It's not a final, so I did all of this, and I can't say that the watercolor paper didn't bleed as much. Really, texture wise, I prefer the other paper, and that's crazy to say because it was really smooth. I also know that some artists literally sandpaper their paper so that it's smoother, so I don't know if that's possible here. So I have pulled off the masking on one eye, and as you can see, it literally just wide where I put, so it works really well. I would personally go over there with like a light yellow or light pink to not make it pop as much, but if she had like light reflections in her eyes, that would be amazing. So I just want to come on here and say thank you so much for watching this video. It's already Tuesday and I'm posting this today, and this week I'm filming another painting video, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be this oil painting. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for sticking by till the end, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.